Well, hello. How devil are you all? It's Monday the 20th of March. The voice is still husky. But anyway, let's never mind about that. It's been a really cool week with lots of nice messages coming in about the weekend and all that sort of stuff. And tonight we're going to do a little bit of a reveal live. We've got the Hagrid. Malcolm Charles himself will be here at some point. We are waiting for him. But for the meantime, I am joined by this motley crew.
Hello.
Hello.
How you guys doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Have you recovered from the weekend?
No.
Yes.
You wuss, Steph.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's been I'm still not covered, obviously.
Yeah.
So there'll be a bit of that. I'm sorry. I'll try not to hack as much as possible, but there will be a little bit. And yeah, I just thought I wanted to do this obviously the Monday after the thing, but I was just too wiped out, so couldn't do it. So which is good because it's actually given us a bit of time to do all the backroom stuff and get all that sort of stuff done. So I'm hopefully you guys are all going to tune in to see just how well we did. I haven't told those in the studio what the final bit is, and I'm about to go and do some admin in a second. So, Carl, could I ask you just to read out the chat for me a second?
You certainly can. Didn't say I was going to, but you can certainly ask.
Oh, okay. Can you?
All right. So where are we? Chat. Okay, so we've got first in really saying hello to everyone is Mr. Skullfish. Evening, Skullfish. Saying hi to all. And then we've got Nat at Dexterous Crafter saying good evening all. Why aren't you here, Nat?
Yes, why aren't she here?
Yeah.
Might be because the kids are still up.
Possibly, yeah.
Or the fact that you didn't link in the 48-hour group.
Nat saying hi to Skullfish. Skullfish saying hi back. We've got Harriet joining us saying good evening all. Good evening, Harriet.
Good evening.
And we've got Benedito joining us as well saying good evening all. And then just me asking if anybody else has missed that Uzik as much as me.
Oh, no. No. I can safely say I've been waking up in the middle of the night going...
Finding yourself dancing.
Yes, the cats are very confused, but...
Wayne has joined us as well, saying good evening, everyone. I thought I'd heard the last of that music.
Oh,
No.
Evening, Wayne.
Uh-oh. Now you're in trouble.
What?
As soon as I can, I will, but carry on.
Okay. Skullfish is saying it's like being rickrolled. We've been joined by Dominique saying good evening.
Hi, Dominique.
Good evening.
Mark Shallard has joined us saying hey there. The Gaffer's here.
Hello,
saying
boss.
good evening.
Evening.
And Nat is saying so true. Plus, it so easily burrows itself back into your brain.
It does.
Although,
I told you in trouble.
There she is.
How can I refuse such a request?
Evening, you're right. I think it was very politely put. I got to be honest.
Yes.
Sorry.
Mark saying hi to Nat. People talking amongst themselves. Dominic saying he's all ready for the next one.
Oh, good Lord.
Excellent.
Yeah, Dominic next year is going to go for a 48-second build rather than the 48-minute build he did this year.
Yeah.
And we've been joined by Facebook user. Good evening,
David.
Facebook user. Good evening, David.
David Farnell.
And Wafu Davis joined us saying good evening all. Good evening all.
That's it. We're finished now.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Can't get any better.
And that's probably still David saying still got the earworm.
Yeah.
Good.
And we've been joined by Orb's Miniature World. That's a new one for me. I've not seen that name before. Saying hello, folks, one and all. Good evening,
Good
Orb's
evening.
Miniature World.
Evening.
Hello. Hi, Rob. He's one of our volunteers. He
Excellent.
runs the Bedford group.
Okay,
brilliant.
yeah.
Excellent.
Mr.
Welcome
Herring.
on board. And Chris Evans has joined, saying good evening. Just preparing dinner. Yeah, Mr. Skiffins made me rush mine.
Yep.
Darren Cook's joined us, saying that music is my new ringtone.
It is a good tune.
Yeah. Way to go.
And we've been joined by Nuno, Plastic Alchemist,
Hi,
saying
Nuno.
good evening, guys. Good evening, Nuno.
Try saying that when you're drunk.
What, Nuno? I said Nuno, not Numo. Or, yeah. And Wafu Dave is saying, oi, Steph, leave it.
Yes, play nicely, Steph.
I always play nicely. They just don't understand my sense of humour.
And Crazy Locus here. Howdy, everyone. A person at turquoise waving.
Evening, Crazy.
Crazy. Crazy, just to let you know, as you're watching, your parcel is over there. It hasn't left yet. It will be leaving tomorrow or the next day. Sorry. I've been a little bit behind with my parcel, but I know you'll be cool about it, but it's all there. It's ready to go. I just got to put a label on it and get it up there.
Perfect. And Plastic Alchemist is just saying hello to Crazy. And that is us caught up with chat.
So that's a good little segue, actually, just to let you know that anyone that's won anything in the auctions, everyone has been informed as to where they're going, etc., as far as I can tell. And that's not to say that anyone hasn't done their job properly. Steph's been on it like a fly over what you can proverbially think of. But he did leave me to do a couple, and I've been a little bit lax. So, but I think everybody's been told now. Nat, I sent an email off to Dale for Lewis today. So he'll be in contact at some point. Most of the things I had to post out went out this morning, but that one parcel for Crazy hasn't gone out yet. So the one out to the States, the Rubicon, the books, Mr. Child's personal package. But anyway, that's all on the way now. It's going to be one of those nights. So so bear with us. And Carl did allude in the picture just there that some of our sponsors have been super hot.
Oh, mine arrived 2 days ago.
Wow.
So yeah, they some of them I'm aware that Carl's not the only one. Some of them literally just waited for us to tell us what was going on, and we sent that stuff out. So so well done, everyone. Obviously, a massive thank you to all the sponsors for their formidable sponsorship, but also their due diligence. Once we got the information to them, they've been quite hot on it. So
yes,
that's all cool.
I must admit, I do have a big child impatient husband. He's like, "Is it come yet?" I says, "No, give him a chance. I want my winnings." For God's sake, you're working Connor and Paige.
Yeah, to be honest, I was really tempted to send an email and say, I'm really sorry, but all of your lot seem to have been caught up in a terrible disaster.
I can't say if you're that brave or that stupid, James.
It was just a moment of my humour, and I thought, no, you're right, I better not.
Nat, all of the above.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, we've been joined by Lisa, the boss.
Hello.
The boss. Hello, boss.
Hey, boss.
On the back of what Nat's just said, Cole was quite surprised how quickly his arrived.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're very quiet and echoey, Lisa.
Are you live? Are you?
No, I
She's in the toilet.
She sounds like she's our roaming reporter.
Run the chopper.
Yeah, Carl's bloody microphone is that sensitive.
See, as usual, just blame Carl. Yeah, works for me.
There's a wine a day. So anyway, so yeah, Crazy Lakers just say, yeah, no worries. When I click on it, of course I can't see it. No worries. Told you take your time and rest. Yeah, no, that's fine. I know that. Nick Lenz is there. He's saying good evening all. Crazy Lake.
Nick.
Crazy saying it'll be like Christmas each time a package shows up, as long as someone doesn't drive over it. Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if we shared those pictures. It's the weekend's such a haze. But I sent him he bought a model from me, and I sent it out to him with a couple of gifts in the package. And someone duly drove over the box.
Yes.
Oh no.
That was himself. He did.
Yes.
No, I was going to save him the blushing, but fair enough.
Well, he already told us a story, and I thought, yeah, on the build.
Yeah.
The postie delivered it. The wind blew it in his drive, and he drove over it.
I'm not going to name names, but I can just imagine exactly which courier service it was. And
It's in the States, so it would be UPS or something like that.
Yeah, he says I stop and look now just in case. Guilty. Yeah, no, it's fine. To be honest, I've never put that on a delivery note saying a safe place would be underneath the rear wheel of the car on the drive. But I might do that in the future. It could be interesting. But yeah, there you go. So we're going to stall for a little bit because Mr. Childs should be joining us any minute. I know Steph is busy typing a message saying to him that we are live.
Malcolm thinks it's 7:30, so I have replied to his comments on social media, but it is 7. So James.
Well, you see, I sent him a message. It's my fault. I didn't tell him what I was planning on doing until
20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago, something like that. Or 20 minutes before going live, and he's like, "Oh, I've got that thing I do, that charity thing." Yeah. But yeah, so he said I'll hastily try and rearrange it, and I said I'll do the same. So I rearranged my end, and his end is following swiftly afterwards. So this is going so badly. So yes, so we're going to hang about for a minute, but in the chat, there is 26 of you. Tell me what you think worked really well in the weekend and what you really loved, or what you didn't like and what you think we could change, manipulate, and do a little bit better. So the same question is going to go to all the people in the studio, because then I can get a lot of waffling then. So I'm going to start with the person gagging to go, which is Nat, because she's hiding. So go on then.
I don't know, to be honest, 'cause I think the weekend seemed to work really well. It's like all the streams seemed to flow nicely. There was plenty of people in the chats, which was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
To see, because it's like, you know what, if the host was struggling for something to say, then the chat kept us going, which is not the easiest thing to do when you're trying to think of stuff to say live on air. So I think overall, the participation was absolutely amazing. Other than that, I generally can't think of any criticism, to be completely honest.
So I'm going to be really rude. Did you finish your build?
All but a few decals.
Cool. Okay. So how do you think you got on with that? Because obviously you were quite nervous, weren't you?
Really, really well, actually. I think, to be honest, I think I did a lot better than I thought, because obviously, like James just said, I was probably a wreck before the weekend. Really, really nervous, because as Lewis pointed out, after I bought the model, I may have bit off more than I can chew.
Yeah.
We said, I think, to be fair, if there weren't have been millions of decals, I might have completely finished. So, no, it went together quite nicely. Like I say, I'm pleasantly surprised, because I don't think... No, I've not built a model like that probably since last year's build.
Right, cool. Okay, Carl, I'm going to hand it over to you for a second, because I've just got to step out. Same question to you. What do you think went well, etc.?
So I thought things that went well was the interaction from everybody in chat. That was, like Nat says, that was amazing. Kept us going. I thought, unfortunately, you were poorly, and I thought that everybody that was in the live streams actually stood up to the plate and actually did really well covering the the hosting of the show, because pretty much anybody that was in the live stream was happy to read out chat or talk and generate things to talk about. So yeah, I think that went well. The only thing that really didn't go well was there really wasn't enough room in StreamYard for everybody that we wanted in the live shows. I think that's StreamYard's only failing. It'd be nice to be a higher resolution as well, but that's StreamYard's problem. It's nothing to do with the weekends or anything. So hopefully we do have plans for something next year, which has already been talked about. So hopefully next year we will be able to have possibly more people in the streams, or at least the ability to swap and change people a little bit easier. So we are looking into that for next year, I do believe. So
yes, yeah, we are.
So, but yeah, the weekend went really well, I thought.
Yeah, sorry, I had to step out. My darling wife obviously doesn't know who I am, phoning me when I'm live.
Yes.
But,
did you forget to tell her you were going live, though?
What?
Did you tell her you were going live?
Did you forget to tell her that you were going live?
Lisa, now that's a trap question, as well you know. Because you know as well as I do that if I told her, I didn't tell her. And if I didn't tell her, I didn't tell her. So it doesn't really make any difference. But anyway, let's move on. No, I didn't. Anyway,
no, I didn't finish my build.
You didn't? No.
No. I had a piece of my build actually go missing. It actually disappeared out of the house somewhere, and we haven't been able to find it. So I have no idea. I got as far as most of the paintwork. The one and only decal on this scheme was finished. You can see the track on that side, but there's no track on that side. And that is the part that disappeared. A whole piece of track, rubber track. Can't find it anywhere. Absolutely no idea. So it is sitting on the dio, which the dio isn't finished either. There's a bit more weathering to do on the dio. So we made that little dio.
Ooh.
Nice.
To sit on either that way or that way.
Oh, very nice.
So it needs to be weathered. And it is done. But like I say, I am a M4 track missing. Track down, as they say.
Track down. Oh my God. So I'm just going to quickly have a look at the chat so we keep up to date with that. He says, without it jumping. So Nick's just saying there that he finally finished his build yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
Yay.
Awesome. Well done. Yeah, mine has stalled. It's right behind me. I will finish it at some point. Crazy's just saying the tip brakes was the bomb diggity. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Wafu Dave said the interaction across the planet was awesome.
Yep.
Cool.
Dominic saying that I like the best that there were many people all over the world and all the countries shared it on Facebook and Instagram where we really had a lot of viewers. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Eric is there. He's saying the tips would be awesome to compile as a complete video. Watch this space.
Yeah, that is a plan.
Plastic saying for him was a friendly environment that was he was greeted to. Loved the company of everyone. The brake tips were amazing. Crazy says agree. Everyone was stepping up. Yeah, absolutely. He says it's amazing 70 hours plus and a blast. Yeah. Then it's just saying the only downside for him was not finishing his build, but was either managing the back pain or finish it. So chose to manage the back pain. Yeah,
yes, indeed.
Finishing slowly the build. Yeah, no way. It's not about finishing. It's just about taking part. So that's cool. Mark is just saying maybe not looking for it in the right place to track it down. He's here all night.
That's it, I'm off.
Crazy saying the fellowship meter was off the charts. It was. And lastly, Ian says, and evening chaps, thank you for the great weekend. You're most welcome.
Hi, Ian.
So before I come to the auctioneer himself, Lisa, what about yourself? What did you think worked really well, and how was it for you?
Well, on the whole, it was brilliant. Like you say, the bulk of it worked absolutely fantastic. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I can see the lips moving.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking how to word it. Like everybody has said, a good addition to this year was the tips during the break.
Yeah.
Some of those were absolutely amazing, and some of the comments that came up as well, not so much the tips, but the people that were stepping in to do like an interview type thing. There were some people that you wouldn't expect to have done it.
Yeah.
So that was a nice surprise. And like Carl says, the only downside was lack of space.
Yeah.
Some of the times there was like people wanting in and out and in, you know what I mean? We're having to constantly swap. So fingers crossed. But I managed to finish my build, although it isn't a thingy one.
It was a build. Yeah. It's still a build. It still counts.
Excuse my Winnie the Pooh.
Yay!
Hey, Winnie.
So, there's Carl in the background. There you go. So there we go. Can you?
Oh, wow.
And
Cool.
Amazing.
I love that.
there we go. That's what I did over the weekend. That's
Wow.
my 48-hour build.
Oh, that is amazing, Lisa.
So there we go. Maybe
Love
next year I'll be brave enough to tackle a proper scale model.
But that is a proper scale model.
That's a scale model. See, this is the thing. At the end of the day, we stipulated a 148 hour, 148 kit. I'll just drop his lordship in as I'm talking.
Yeah.
Hi, Malcolm.
I'm okay.
But there were a few people that said, it's not really my thing, but I want to take part. Can I do something different? And I'll be honest with you, I was actually delighted that people did other stuff. So we're going to keep that. So if anyone watches this and thinks, well, I really wish I'd taken part now, but I don't do 148 kits, that's fine. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
As long as it's unstarted, it doesn't matter. And if you, like I say, if you don't finish it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So I'm just going to say hello to Malcolm very quickly. Hi, Malcolm. How are you doing?
Oh, good. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not in any way rushed at all.
No, I'm sure you're not. No. Your hair looks lovely. The makeup team have done a great job as usual. And
I sacked them.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go to Steph, then I'll come back to you, Malcolm. So well timed. Steph, how was it for you? Because obviously you did all the auction as well. Hero boy that you are. Go on. So what are your thoughts?
No, it was all brilliant. One thing I'd just like to ask people about, what did you think of the flash auctions? So let us know in the comments what you thought of those. Because they were a sort of last minute addition. Did you enjoy them? Were they worth it? Should we keep them? Shouldn't we keep them? What do you think? Because James and I said to James, we've got so many lots here. It's going to take me about 3 hours to go through the UK one. And I said, what about doing a flash auction? He says, what do you mean? He says, well, halfway through, I'll just go, flash, and we'll have an auction. They seem to go well. So what were your thoughts on them, guys? Me, personally, I just loved the whole lot. It was brilliant. I spent most of my time, in fact, all the time, with the Aussie lot, which was great. That was good fun. Doing the auctions was just brilliant. The sniping and the egging on, especially the Americans, they were terrible for it. Is that all you're going to pay for it? That's not.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
They were.
Yeah. So yeah, I always enjoy the auctions. They are so much fun to do. Sunday is just such a long day for me doing that. It's like about a 22-hour day, but I enjoy doing it, and I'm lucky I get loads of time to recover. And I still haven't recovered now.
Every day's a Saturday.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, Carl.
I
I finished my model.
Yes. Good job.
Honestly. Yeah, he did finish it way in front of himself, and now the problem is he set himself a big challenge for next year.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we won't reveal yet. Going to the chat very quickly before we go to Malcolm. Rick Lawler's there. He said, "Great weekend, and thanks for all the hard work and coordination. Pleasure to be involved. It's a pleasure to have you involved. To be honest
Indeed.
with you, a late addition, and you really stepped up. So thanks for that, Rick. Looking forward to next year and what you're going to do and your build." Anyway, let's move on. Wayne says, because the weekend was so immersive, it felt weird once the show had finished. I loved all the show I took part in. Everyone was so welcoming, and it's just a great atmosphere. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with that. If I miss any comments out, forgive me, but the chat has just jumped like a something
Person.
out of yes. Facebook user says, I completed my Tammy Firefly this Saturday in a couple of hours, fabricating 2 track pieces along with Steph's track. I thoroughly enjoyed the 48-hour experience, my first, and looking forward to next year. David. Thank you, David.
Well done, David.
That makes it much easier.
It is very addictive.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Nick is just saying there that his if that's my wife phoning you, I'm so sorry. She can't get through to me. I'll turn the phone off. Nick Lindsay's saying, have my M4H group all here at our national, our normal Monday session, tuning me on the laptop. Say hi. Hi, all. Thanks for joining. Michael Charge is saying the flash auctions were great.
Hello.
Ben was saying,
Give me some smooches.
Ben saying flash auctions, loved them, but give a pre-warning, as I was nearly deafened each time. Yeah, headphones were certainly something in which you needed to be having on with a warning, especially with my sniffling and other things. So Nina was just saying another thing that touched me deeply, and Lisa mentioned it, was the life stories were shared with us. Really touching and a true eye opener. Yeah, absolutely. Rick is just saying there, as a contributor, AK Interactive and Custom Dynamics, the flash auctions were a great idea. Excellent. So yeah, flash auctions, good idea from Eric. Unexpected opportunity for goodies. Plastic Posse's in the house. Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey guys.
They love the flash auctions. Maybe do 1 per hour for the next session or next season. Could. You never know. William Thomas saying good evening all.
Evening, William.
And Crazy's just saying there that the flash auctions really got people a chance to take part. Fantastic part. Yeah, indeed. So yeah, I think the flash auctions worked really well. I was a tad nervous, I'm not going to lie, just purely because we hadn't done it before and weren't sure what was going to happen. I knew Steph would take every opportunity to do his flash dance, which also worried me. But, we managed to take that camera off him at that point. Hi kids, how you doing?
Hi kids.
Well done on your models.
Yeah, indeed.
And what do you say to James?
Thank you for letting us join the build.
You're most welcome. It's my pleasure.
Yes.
So yeah, if you didn't know, we did have some families involved this year, which was a great addition as well. So Nat and Lewis, Lewis the babysitter, with the two boys, with the 2 children.
Me and my annoying sister.
Hi. Paige thinks exactly the same.
Mummy's been working on this cricket thing.
Yeah, that's a different project, Paige.
Yeah.
Different project. So that was a really great addition, something in which hopefully we can promote a little bit more next time as well. So that would be a great addition. But anyway, enough of all of that. I want to listen to the man himself.
So just very quickly, sorry, James. Kids just want to say night because they're going to bed. Sorry.
All right, night.
Good night, kids.
Night.
Good night, Connor. Good night, Paige.
Night.
Go give your dad hell.
Good night.
He's not home. So yeah, Malcolm, how was it for you?
Now then, steady.
It was. You can say it's amazing and it's incredible and then it's fantastic and all those words, but they don't quite cover it what it actually is, and it's a vital, life-saving amount of money that you've raised altogether. It's a daft hobby, sticking plastic together. I mean, what the hell are we doing? You know, we could be out doing all sorts of other things. We're sticking plastic together, and people who come together and to do that and make money and make friends and help people at the same time is quite awesome. So yeah, I'm blown away. I'm all smacked, gobsmacked, all that stuff, sort of those words. Also, I mean, not just the funds that raised, but people's time as well. The 48 hours, spent. I know not everyone did exactly 48 hours, and we weren't asked you to, but the fact that people would sit for a couple of hours at the weekend and spend time with us, building away, was great. Just people giving up their time, which is really valuable, almost more valuable than the money. So I really appreciate that. And on behalf of every single beneficiary that will benefit, but that's why they're called beneficiaries. I've just worked it out. And it's every single beneficiary that will benefit from the funds raised. Thank you ever so much. I have an enormous gratitude to the whole team and everybody who's involved, and for all your hard work, and blood, sweat, and tears. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Really I finished my build too, but my build didn't have just 12 parts in it. I had a few more parts in mine, so I did finish it. And it had a figure on it too.
Love it.
Is the underneath painted yet, though?
Oh God, no! Of course not.
No.
I can't believe she's swearing at him like that. Anyway,
sorry, my audio's gone, I think.
Yeah. So, I suppose that's a really good time for us to actually reveal exactly where we're at. Technology hopefully won't defeat me.
Wow!
Oh my good lord!
Amazing.
So this year we've managed to raise twice the target, £8,209. I need to make sure you're aware that some of that money is to do with the calendar from the Model Officers Mess, which is just fantastic. And obviously the merchandise that a wonderful art team put together real quickly. That went quite well as well. So £8,209. God knows what the target's going to have to be next year. I dare to think what we can achieve. But yeah, there we go, guys. That is what you've raised this year from the Model Officers Mess to Models for Heroes. Round of applause.
Well done, guys. James?
Yes.
In real terms, that will help 370 beneficiaries.
Yeah.
That's the real figure we're looking at, 370 people. Potential lives you're going to save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To put it,
Yep.
let's just put it bluntly, that's what it do. It is a lifesaver, and that's from somebody whose life it saved.
Yeah. It's
a
humbling.
Her indoors and him next door, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I'll put it bluntly, I wouldn't.
It's a humbling thought, Steph, that by bending a bit of plastic and chilling out with some people that are friends or to be friends and friendship making and all that sort of thing, it's just mind-blowing that we can achieve that. But like I said at the weekend, it's not just the beneficiaries. There is an element of this that we often forget to mention when we do our 48-hour build, but also the benefits of what the charity provide to the beneficiaries. It's their family, it's their friends.
Yep.
You know, the same as when we do our 48-hour, the family support we have to allow us to do this
Oh, good.
is immense. So it's a forever growing thing that helps so many more people than just those. I say just because it's not just, is it? Let's be honest, that's a hell of a lot of people. But all the hundreds of people after that as well that will get a benefit is just phenomenal. So yeah, I'm very grateful to you all. I'm very grateful to not all the team is here, but most of them are. I'm very, very grateful for the team this year, the hosts and everybody, because if I'd done what I did last year, it wouldn't have gone as well, because I didn't have that support. So you guys are awesome. You're superstars. And I couldn't do it without you. And unfortunately, the email's just gone off to you to explain what you're doing next year.
Bring it on.
So yeah, so
we're going to ignore it until April, till probably February.
No, you won't be.
Panic.
No, you won't be. We've got a few plans. One of the things in which we're going to look at next year, as has already been alluded to, we're going to be working in conjunction with StreamYard. They've offered us a little extra, which will bring the ability to effectively have a hangout in the background of the stream. So the hosts are going to be super busy next year because they're going to be bringing people in and out all the time. So that's one thing we're going to do. People like Rick Lawler, etc., they don't know it yet because I haven't asked them, but the contributors in that way, I'm sure they're going to come up with tips and bits and pieces for next year. I have already got the likes of Night Shift and a good few other really well-known YouTubers already said they will do something for next year. So the tips will stay, the auctions will stay, as always, and the flashes will stay because I think that's gone down really well. And we've got a few other surprises, not like that though, Steph. A few other surprises in the pipeline already that I've had confirmed in the last week. So it's got very, very big, got very well known. And the fact that we can do it and have a bit of a laugh along the way is just fantastic. So thank you, everybody. And if you're watching this and you weren't involved last year, regardless of whether you are just want to build, just you're a YouTuber and you want to be a part in a different way, or you want to promote it, please drop me a bell, drop me a message, and we will happily take your help. And we're going to really, poor old Steve's not going to be spamming next year the way he was this year, because, and this is the great thing, it's because a lot of people who have watched the event, been involved in the event, will be doing that for us next year. So that's a fantastic development the natural development that will come. So yeah, it's really, really great. There is some plans for bigness and making it a little bit more exciting, a little bit more complicated, but just so I can relieve Malcolm with his fears, we won't be doing that next year. We will be making the event more fine. Fine, is that the wrong word, isn't it? There'll be a lot of finessing. So it'll be similar to what we did this year, maybe a few extra bits here and there, but pretty much the same. And then the year after that, we've got some plans in which we probably will start working on in the next 4 to 6 months. So it's going to take that long to put it together. So that's going to be pretty amazing if we can pull that off. Had a few comments with conversations with people about that already. So yeah, poor old Malcolm doesn't know what's coming, but I'm not going to tell him. I'm just going to organise it and do it. So, but yeah, there you go, guys. 40 of you watching. I'm amazed, really, on a Monday, just before 8 o'clock, you're all with us. We're not going to stick around much longer because Malcolm's got to shoot off and do some stuff, and my voice is going, which is a good thing, but not good.
I'll just say one more thing before I do.
Of course,
do shoot off. Thank you very much to James directly, because you've worked very, very hard. I know the whole team has, but in the face of illness and poorliness, and at the risk of losing your voice forever. I did try. I did try to make that happen, but it didn't happen. But well done.
Try
for your hard
harder.
work. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you, friend.
That's
Well
right,
said.
buddy. It's
Yeah.
Absolutely, Malcolm.
it's a pleasure, and like I said throughout the weekend, and I've said since, I'm so pleased that I was not bullied. Bullied is not the right word, but I was asked, begged in some cases, please don't do it all. Let us help.
No, you were bullied.
No, I wasn't, and it was.
Yes, you were.
Okay, Lisa did, yeah, all right, but
Oh, she wasn't the only one. Don't worry, Lisa.
yeah,
You weren't
no,
the
I'm
only
really
one.
grateful because at the end of the day, and Steph and I had several conversations where I forbid myself to read emails and stuff like that, and I tried not to get involved, and then I gave him a helping hand and was told to get back in my box. So
Right.
yeah, and yeah, I couldn't have done it without you. So and the fact that I was ill proved the point over and over again. So yeah, the team's awesome. I love you all, and that's just, I'm not getting any more mushy than that. That's it. So
Love you more.
yeah.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
If he goes big enough, it doesn't need any more help.
No tears from me this year. All under control. It's only because all the water's coming out of my nose, but never mind.
Oh, lovely.
Well, it could have been worse. Anyway, I'm not going to read the comments. I can see the comments there. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Aussie Scale Modelers there. Julian's there, to name but a few. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and being part of an immense event. And also, I have to say it, being part of an amazing community, not just my Facebook group, because there are lots of other groups that got involved, but that is the ethos of the group, is that while we are a group, the Model Officers Mess, we always welcome and always will support our fellow modelers in any group, no matter where you are. So it's amazing. I mean, the Facebook page went absolutely mental. I think we're up to about we're over 2,500 members now, so that's amazing in itself. So yeah, thank you to everyone. And one last thing before I forget, we did talk about doing a yearbook. I did put a poll up on in the Facebook group to ask you what you thought, and it has come back as most people are not interested this year, so that's fine. I will try and do it maybe next year. Again, I'll ask your opinion, and the same with the merchandise. We'll ask your opinion of what you want, and if you've got any ideas as to if there's something we're not doing that we can achieve and find a benefit for the event and for Models for Heroes, that we'll do it if we can. The merch side of things, I don't think we'll be doing another run. I think that moment's passed, unfortunately. But watch this space, because we will do merch next year, I promise.
Oh, yeah.
And Carl is frantically designing some super pants.
Yes.
So they will be available next year as well. So if you want a superhero super pants for 48, don't go and buy anything else. We'll be able to provide that for you.
Is that anything to do with the flash auction?
No. There's no linkage in that whatsoever. Although now you said that, I'm quite worried by what I've just said. But anyway, so yes, from everybody, the whole team, thank you so much for tuning in. Obviously, there's a video coming up in a second, which will give all my thanks to everybody. I hopefully spelled everybody's names right, because I'll be embarrassed if I haven't, but it's quite possible I've made a mistake. And if you haven't donated, the donation page is still open at the moment and will be for another week or so. So if you want to add to that total, you're more than welcome. But for now, from myself, Malcolm, Models for Heroes, and the team, thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you very, very, very soon. Bye.
Bye.